Today we're going to be going over every brand we still need licensed inside of Driving Empire, but before we do that, make sure to subscribe and drop a like in this video. But without further ado, let's get right into it. Now, as most of you all probably know, Driving Empire's goal at the moment is to get as many licensed brands as possible, and they've been working at this for a bit over a year now, maybe even close to 2 years at this point, where they've just been trying to get as many brands licensed in the game as possible. You can see they've got quite a few brands now. They've really built up quite the inventory here of licensed brands, but they still have a lot more to go. Now, I'm not sure if or when any of these brands are going to come. I mean, most likely we will probably end up seeing some of the ones I'm going to list off here today, but I have a huge list. I've done a lot of research to figure out what are all the brands that we are still missing in Driving Empire. Now, obviously, I'm not going to go over every random brand, but I have some of the most important ones, in my opinion, to go over right now. We'll start off with the most wanted brands that we still need. One of them is, of course, Ferrari. Now, will Ferrari actually come? You know, Ferrari is kind of known as a brand that's, you know, a little bit of a stick in the mud, a bit of a pain to work with and stuff, but I'm pretty sure, you know, it's possible to get them licensed because a game such as Forza Horizon 5, which is pretty similar to Driving Empire, it's kind of an open world racing game. Driving Empire is an open world racing game. They have Ferrari licensed, although they do have quite a big budget over there, and they are owned by, I think, Microsoft maybe, or Xbox, or like a partnership. I think that they're owned by that. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure they have pretty big funding behind them, so that might be how they have Ferrari. I'm sure it costs a lot of money, so I'm not sure if Driving Empire could get it, but I think it's possible to license Ferrari. So, you know, that's kind of the first big brand that a lot of people want. Next big brand a lot of people want is gonna be Bugatti. Now, yes, I know Bugatti's a pretty big hypercar brand, and we have the other two of the big three hypercar brands. I would say the big three are Koenigsegg, which we have, you can see. Pagani, we have, you can see. We're only missing Bugatti now. I'm pretty sure Bugatti licensing's possible. I mean, I don't want to, like, reveal something I shouldn't, but I've heard devs in the past tell me that it's not a matter of if Bugatti's getting licensed, it's a matter of when. I'm not sure if that's still the case scenario. All I know is that Bugatti negotiations for the game have been worked on in the past. I just don't know if they will be getting licensed or when, but I know they've negotiated with Bugatti for licensing before. That's what I've kind of heard. Next up, we got BMW. Now, I know BMW is one of the most wanted brands right now in the game. I see in the comment section that whenever there's an update, if it's a random update, people will comment, why not BMW, a lot. I see that. I see you all saying that. I see the demand for BMW here, but I just don't think Driving Empire, I mean, I think they're gonna get it, but I just don't think they're gonna add it because you all saying it, obviously. So, you know, y'all can stop commenting that now. But yes, I do see the demand for BMW. I know people want BMWs, so that's an important one that we don't have licensed yet. And it's not even like we have any fake versions of the BMWs in-game either. So we honestly are just stuck here with nothing close to BMW, which sucks because I know you all really want to try out the M3s, M4s in-game. And I know it's a cool car brand. Like, I literally have a BMW in real life. I got it as my first car, and I understand the hype behind BMW. I want it too, but this one, yeah, definitely one of the most requested ones I've seen. And then next up, pretty similar to BMW, we got another German car, Mercedes. Now, luckily, we do kind of have Mercedes in the game right now, but they're not yet licensed, and they're all off sale, and they've been off sale for a while. So if you already had the Mercedes, good for you, you have Mercedes, but if you didn't, then you can't get Mercedes. And the model quality on these was good at the time, but now compared to modern Driving Empire standards and stuff, this model sucks. Like, I'm gonna be for real. It used to be considered good, but now this just isn't the standard anymore. We got higher standards, and this interior is not with it. So, you know, unfortunately, while yes, we kind of have Mercedes right now, we don't really have it licensed. The models aren't up to par. And yeah, but I do think it's very possible to see them licensed, because why would they still be in-game off sale if Mercedes wanted to sue Driving Empire or something for having the cars in-game illegally? You know, I just think they're gonna get licensed. It's just a matter of when. So we'll have to wait and see with Mercedes. And then our final one on my list of the most requested cars that we need still licensed is a Dodge. So I get it, you know, Dodge, really cool brand. And I honestly think Dodge is coming sooner than later because Vehicle Legends they have less funding than Driving Empire to spend on licenses, and I just made a video about how they already have Dodge and the Hellcats, all that stuff. So Dodge is probably coming sooner than you think. We just kind of have to wait and see. I'm pretty sure Driving Empire plans out their updates like weeks ahead, so it's not just like Monday rolls around and Driving Empire gets to work on the update to release on Friday. So it's more of like a schedule, and I'm sure Dodge is in that schedule somewhere, and it's only a matter of time until we see them. Now with Dodge though would come a lot of other brands, kind of, because Dodge's parent company owns a lot of other car brands, and I'm pretty sure that when Vehicle Legends got Dodge licensed, all these other companies kind of came with it, except for one, but we'll kind of go over that in a second. So these brands that would kind of be able to come with Dodge maybe would be Ram, Jeep, Chrysler, and Maserati's also owned by the same parent company, but honestly, I don't think Vehicle Legends got Maserati. I could be wrong. They might have, actually, but I don't believe that they have that yet, so, you know, maybe Maserati would come as well, but those are kind of like the brands under the Dodge ownership family. So if Dodge comes, then it's quite possible to see, you know, Ram, Jeep, Chrysler, and Maserati come as well. So those are all brands that we don't have a license right now, we're still missing, but we could potentially see come. Now moving on from all the highly requested brands and the Dodge family, we just have kind of all the other brands that we don't have licensed yet. I want to go over now, and keep in mind, you know, some of these brands have a higher potential than others. I'll kind of go over those as we go, but let's start off with Lexus. Now, Lexus is owned by Toyota. We have Toyota licensed, so Lexus, honestly, I feel like that's one of those brands that we just kind of have to wait and see, and it'll come in a matter of time. So Lexus, you know, we don't have yet, but I feel it's coming soon probably. Racer, kind of a random brand, but I saw about this brand when it was in Vehicle Legends. I actually didn't know it even existed, but Vehicle Legends got it as their first licensed car. So, I mean, probably we could see that in Driving Empire. If Vehicle Legends got it, Driving Empire most likely could, because, I mean, they're both Roblox games licensing cars right now. So, kind of just a matter of time. We will have to see when Driving Empire could potentially get Racer. Next up, we have Acura. Acura, I don't really care about too much, to be honest. But they do have the NSX, which is cool. How possible is it? Honestly, I have no clue. But I think that's just another one we kind of have to wait and see. With Acura, could potentially come Honda as well. I know people like the Hondas. I'm not a huge Honda guy, but if you love them, I get it. There's a fan base behind that. So Acura and Honda, honestly, would be cool to see. I just really have no clue the chance of them coming or when. Next up on my list, we have Alpine. Alpine's kind of a random brand, not as well known, but it still is one that's kind of significant, and I feel like it's similar to random brands. Like, I don't want to be rude and say random, but like less known brands, kind of like Noble, which we do have in Driving Empire here. So, I feel like probably possible. It's just kind of one of those brands that'll come randomly. Another one similar is like Renault. We kind of got these randomly, not as known, but they came, so maybe Alpine could have a similar situation. Then we got Aerials, similar to Racers. I saw them in Vehicle Legends, and Vehicle Legends got them licensed. I could assume that Driving Empire could too. So Aerials, maybe they're like the Atom and then the Nomad, so pretty cool little off-road one, and then the race stripped one, which is nice. So maybe we could see some Aerials coming to the game. Fiats, little Fiats, that's the next brand. I'm not sure about Fiat, to be honest. I wouldn't see too many people using it in Driving Empire, to be honest. But maybe we could see Fiat licensed. Then we got Infinity. I don't really care too much about Infinity, but I feel like it's a big enough brand. I just kind of had to mention it. Honestly, I couldn't tell you. I don't know if Infinity would get licensed or not, but it's one of them that we don't have yet. Then we got Italdesign, another one from Vehicle Legends I saw. Italdesign licensed there. A less known hypercar slash like top tier supercar, I guess, manufacturer. They make one really cool car. I don't know, to be honest, about Italdesign. But yeah, we'll have to see. And on the topic, you know what? May as well bring this one up too. It's called Spania. I'm not sure if that's the right way to say it, but I think I've seen them in, maybe they're in Vehicle Legends, I don't know. I know they're in Forza though. I've seen Spania, that kind of a less known supercar slash hypercar brand as well. Could we see them come? Potentially, I'm not sure. Next up on my list, Mazda. I honestly think we still have Mazda in game. Hold up. We have to go all the way to my inventory's bottom right here. Let's see if we can find it. I know there's Mazdas in here somewhere. Now the thing about Mazda is, like, they're not licensed though. They just have the, like, off sale, kind of like the Mercedes situation, which makes me think they're on good terms. Unfortunately, I'm struggling to find it, but give me a second, we will find it. Here we go, I found a Mazda. So this is the RX-7. So could Mazda come? I mean, probably, because they seem to be on good terms with Driving Empire, because the fact that they were technically taken off sale but never officially removed. So I mean, if you already have them or had them in your inventory, you still have them right now. So probably just one of those things where it's a matter of time until they get licensed. Next up on my list, we got Mini Cooper, kind of like Fiat. I mean, I'm not sure if they could ever get licensed. I mean, I don't see why not. It's just kind of one of those little random brands that is just a little bit niche. I don't know if Driving Empire would bother licensing them or not, but it's definitely possible, I feel like. Next up, Mitsubishi. Pretty cool cars. Same scenario as Mini, like I was just saying. I just don't know if Driving Empire has plans to license them yet or not. I mean, I'm sure Driving Empire wants to, so probably just a matter of time. Next up's a funny one. We got Peel. I don't know if Driving Empire would get Peel, but it would be really funny if they did. I would love to have Peels back in the game. So we just kind of gotta wait and see with Peel. I'm not sure if they're possible to license though. We'll see. Polaris, less known brand, but the Slingshot, I feel like that's a really easy one for them to go ahead and knock out and license. So we just gotta wait. And I'm sure that'll come within a matter of time. Next up on my list, Rimac. So Driving Empire actually has Rimac. It's called the ALR, and they were never removed. Same thing with Mercedes and Mazda, like we're saying, you know, because they weren't removed, but they're off sale, makes me think they're on good terms, and it's just a matter of time until they're converted into licensed models. Next up, Rivian. They're like the SUV and truck company that's electric. Honestly, I could care less about this company. I'm sure a lot of Driving Empire players could care less about it as well. So I just don't know if we're gonna see Rivian come at all or ever, but I mean, it's possible. Next on my list, Celine. I saw these in Vehicle Legends, so I think it means it's possible probably for Driving Empire. It's just kind of a matter of time thing until we can see Celine come. Then we got Subaru. Same thing with Mitsubishi. Similar cars, to be honest. It's just, I don't know if or when they'll be licensed. Kind of a random one though, not as big of a fan base, so we'll have to see with that. And that's it for my list, except for now we got the brands that I can confirm would not be happening ever that we don't have licensed, and that's just 2 brands right now. Rolls-Royce. Rolls-Royce just doesn't like being in games. They think it ruins their brand image or makes it look cheaper, and they like to have that premium exclusiveness. So only way to experience a Rolls-Royce would be by owning a real one. You can't just play with one in a game. That's kind of their mentality. So no Rolls-Royce. And Tesla sees themselves as more of a technology company rather than a car company. Therefore, they won't engage with games about cars. That's literally what has been said before. But we do actually have Teslas in game, just off sale. So I just think, honestly, Tesla doesn't care. Driving Empire probably could put real Teslas in game and they wouldn't care, like with the logos and everything. It's more of a risk issue, because on the off chance that Tesla randomly decides to sue one day, Driving Empire doesn't feel like dealing with that. But they do have Teslas off sale, as you can see. And if you have them, you have them, but they'll probably never get touched again. But those are all the brands we don't have licensed yet in Driving Empire. Like I said, I didn't mention every single car brand under the sun, but I think I knocked a pretty important majority of them out in today's video. Let me know if I missed any though in the comments below that are important. Drop a like if you enjoyed this video. I truly appreciate it. Subscribe to the notification bell so you never miss another upload. Trailer video on screen here. YouTube thinks to like it, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.